Oh man, back again. Back again. From postal routes to purpose. How one woman scooped her way into legacy. Welcome to Catch the Vision, where we uncover people's stories behind their grind, what made them pivot. And I'm your host, Kevin D. Williams. And so in the building we have today, Miss Janet Marsh, Snowcomb City in Mesquite, Texas. Skeet, skeet. Hey, Janet, how you doing?
I am great, thank you.
What makes you great?
I'm excited about what's about to happen.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. What inspired you to even start a snow cone business? I mean, did you have a love for snow cones as a kid? Or, was someone else in your family doing it? What was the inspiration behind it?
It was just an idea that came to me one day, and I took it home to the family and asked them what they thought about it. I actually passed by a snow cone shop on my way home.
Now, was this in Mesquite?
Yes,
Okay.
it was in Mesquite.
Okay.
And I thought, that's something. So I went home, talked to the family, asked them what they thought about it, and everyone was excited, and that was it.
Really?
Yes.
So when this thought crossed your mind, were you working at the time? And if you were, where were you working at?
I was recently retired from the Postal Service.
How many years?
34 and a half.
34 and a half? Are you going to claim the half?
Yes.
Okay. So what, 34 and a half years, did you retire like in a supervisory level or?
Yes, I was a supervisor at the time. I actually had lost my brother.
Oh.
Lost my mom and my brother.
At the same time or
within a 30-day period.
Really?
Yes. And I had to have a surgery, and I just did not go back after my surgery, because then my brother passed away in March, and I just didn't go back. Decided at that time, because I had just become eligible in October, my birthday, and I went out in March.
Wow. So, was your goal to, after retirement, do the what they call the American dream, travel the world, see all the beaches and stuff, or?
No, I wanted to look for something else to do.
Really?
That was mine. I wanted to own it. Yes. So
entrepreneurship.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And so you passed this snow cone business, this idea manifested in your head. You shared it with your family. Do you feel like that was your vision, or do you feel like that was like God downloading that vision in you? Which one do you think it was?
I believe it was definitely God. Everything in my life is through Him. So, because I pray about everything. So yes, definitely through God, and couldn't do it by myself. So there comes the family in there.
Okay.
So yeah, and I had tried other things before.
Oh, like what? What'd you try? What have you tried, Miss Janet?
I was a signing agent, so I did everything I needed to get the qualifications.
No, when you say signing agent, what is that?
Okay, so when you purchase a house,
you a notary?
I was a notary, yes.
Okay,
I became a notary first.
Okay.
And then the signing agent, it's other qualifications, other qualifications you have, other training you have to do to become certified to become a signing agent, and I did all of those as well. But I didn't enjoy it.
You didn't have a passion for it?
No.
Okay.
So
now, when you started Snowcomb City, did you start it first in the house? Walk us through that journey.
Okay, so I said, okay, y'all gonna do this. So the first thing I did, I actually had a question. I had a question about, I can't even remember, but I remember searching the internet and found this company called Wings, and gave them a call and asked them this question I had. And they informed me that they had a class that that I could sign up for,
Mm-hmm.
and it would answer all my questions I had about starting a business.
Okay.
So I signed up for that, and that was the first cohort that I did.
Okay.
And during that time, the pandemic hit.
Right.
So the plans I had with a tent, I had a tent and a table, and finding out, how to set up the hand washing station out there on the table. That was the original plan.
And so that was the original plan, but what ended up
COVID hit, so we
okay,
couldn't do that.
So you had to shut it down.
We had to shut it down. It never
Okay.
really got started.
Okay.
So during the COVID, I took that class. It was all done online.
Oh, okay. So you just now you have more information.
Exactly. I got
So-
more information. I
Okay.
was able to build up my credit. They had a program to help you do
Really?
that. Mhm.
Okay.
And I learned, because I had already formed the business as a sole proprietor.
Okay.
So I learned I should have done an LLC. So I did change it to an LLC. They was telling me the foundation of, the things I needed to do to get the business started. I learned QuickBooks,
Wow.
which was very challenging.
I can imagine.
So yeah, just stuff like that. So by the time COVID was over, because then it had all these professionals come in and speak to us about what they were, what their field was.
Right.
And so I learned what I could do to go ahead and get my trailer. So
the business started as a mobile trailer,
Mhm.
and so tell us about that journey. Like, first of all, who was helping you with this trailer? Because I'm not saying that women can't do heavy lifting, but that's a lot to be.
Plan. We had a master plan.
Okay,
but,
no, you said we. Who is we?
Me and my husband.
Okay.
And the kids.
Okay.
It's three of them. We have full custody of three of our grandchildren.
Okay.
16, 15, and I think 13.
Mm.
So I went to the 16-year-old, of course, which is a boy. He didn't want any parts of it.
Okay.
So my granddaughter, she was excited. So she actually started working with me. But getting the trailer, we went and ordered the trailer. Very excited.
Mm-hmm.
Small, very small trailer, 7x14s, big enough. And we ordered it, and it took some weeks because they built it to our specifications.
So it's custom built.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And by the time the trailer arrived, my husband had an accident in the truck, and it was totaled. So we weren't able to get it home. And then he had to have a major surgery, and he had an amputation, so he couldn't drive. So when the trailer got ready, we didn't have a way to get it home. My neighbor went and got it for us and parked it in the driveway, and it just sat there.
So the village showed up.
The village he's still the village right to this day.
Wow.
The village showed up. The trailer sat there, and I prayed because I didn't know what I was going to do.
Right.
So it just sat there for, I think, I don't know, February we got it. So it was March, April. Had to get a truck.
Another vehicle.
I traded because I had an SUV. He had the truck. He totaled the truck. So I traded my SUV to get a truck to be able to tow it. All of this while he was in the hospital.
And so this is like sheer determination, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now kind of bring your husband back into the journey up until a point that something happened, and like walk us through that.
He after his surgery, even while he was still in the hospital recovering, we had him on the FaceTime.
Really?
Telling us how to connect the trailer, connect the trailer to because I didn't know anything about any of that. I had never driven with a truck in a trailer in my life. I didn't know anything about connecting it, disconnect, backing up, none of that. Right. So actually someone was there working on our fence, and he ended up helping us. So when my husband got out of the hospital, he, would be out there in the wheelchair helping, telling me what to do. He would be in the truck with me, telling me, which way to turn the wheel, to drive, to back it up. He was right there in the passenger seat everywhere we went with the trailer because I was too nervous to go out alone, driving it. I just initially I was.
So, even though he had to have one of his legs removed, it sounds like him being there with you, not in a way that he could do what he did, prior to one of his legs being removed, but it sounds like he was there with you to give you that confidence.
Yeah, moral support more than anything. And then yelled at me a couple of times, Jan, I told you to turn.
No. He didn't yell. He just, his voice projected.
Okay.
Just for the record, his voice projected. Okay. That's all it. Yeah, my voice projects from time to time.
Okay. A little frustration, but we survived.
A little uneasiness.
Yes.
Okay.
Then, it's times I be in the middle of the road trying to back in the driveway. I just have to sit there.
Yeah.
And regroup.
So what ended up happening with your husband, Clarence? Like,
I mean, he did that for a minute, he, recovered.
Yeah.
And he'd be out there rolling. I mean, it got to the point where he didn't go with me everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I was confident enough to be alone with me and my granddaughter. So we became vendor of choice for a couple of sports leagues.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So we would be doing all of their games. We were vendor of choice for Dallas ISD, Mesquite ISD. So they would call us to, go to different schools to serve snow cones.
So they fell in love with those snow cones.
Yes. And it was, fun, but, just getting the whole thing set up and, getting the generator started and, it was a lot. So, yeah.
Now, is Clarence still with you today, or?
Clarence passed away.
What year did...
he passed away in 2023.
Really? Mm-hmm. And so, earlier before we even came on the show, you shared with me something around your neck. Share that with me.
Yes, this is some of his ashes.
Oh, wow.
And I like to wear it on occasions that I feel is special.
Mm-hmm.
That's a part of him. Because he's definitely a big part of Snow Cone City.
When you say he's a big part of it, tell me about that.
I mean, it was our ideas together.
Mm-hmm.
It was him, giving his opinions and he thinking we should do stuff like this and, making decisions. I would go to him, especially with that generator. I didn't know anything about any of that. So he had...
You know about generators now?
A little bit more than I did
before.
More
than me? I just know they sound loud when they come on. So you know more than me?
Yeah, he gave me a power jack so I wouldn't have to be turning it.
Oh,
he hooked me up a separate battery for the power jack because, the generator battery would drain, using it. So he connected a separate battery for me. He put, caution tape all around the trailer so it would shine at night. He took care of it.
Clarence was no joke.
He did not play about me at all.
Wow. So, of course, Clarence ended up, going to be one of the greatest places outside of the universe, right?
Yes, yes.
So at this point, are you ready just to shut it all down, or what happens?
No, I was actually in a third cohort when he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Like within 30 days of graduation. So I was going to quit. I had people around me said, don't quit. Clarence wouldn't want you to quit. So I didn't. And
somehow these villages keep showing up in your life.
Yes. I have a lot of love surrounding me, and That's because I think God is looking out for me through my village.
So the village rallied behind.
Said, don't quit.
Don't quit. You don't quit. You finish the cohort. And what happens next?
Actually, the assignments, because I always wanted to have a permanent location.
Really?
Yes. That was the ultimate goal, you know. And so the assignments that I did in this third cohort, they had us do an executive summary. We had to do a business plan.
So this cohort is no joke.
It was no joke. It was the best.
It was like college level stuff.
Almost, yeah.
Wow.
Because we had.
It wasn't even. It's not even almost. It was the reason I say, Miss Janet, to me it sounds like college level stuff. It's because they're giving you real world application. It's not theory, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
yes, we had to do competition analysis of actual businesses.
Oh wow.
And so when I found the spot and they wanted the application to be filled, they said, but if you have a business plan, we'll take that.
And you had a business plan.
And I had shot it right back to him, and I got the spot.
Really?
Yes.
So now you're transitioning from the trailer into an actual storefront.
Yes.
And so what year did you open up Snowcomb City, the storefront in Mesquite?
That was October of 23.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So it was during the winter months.
Yes, we actually got the spot in June.
Okay.
But we had to do
some
the
rehabbing,
build out, and it took longer than expected. So we were hoping to open that summer, but we opened in October.
So when you officially opened in October, did you do like a grand opening or?
We had a grand opening.
Okay.
We invited, some of the elites of the city.
Right, to attend?
Yes.
Okay. All right, now we passed the grand opening. Now it's grind time, right? Well, it's been grind time the whole time, but now it's really saying, okay, what do we do to sustain our existence? And so kind of tell me about, first of all, let me hear all the challenges, right? Because, people always see your glory, but they don't know the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the challenges now that you're in this storefront, and then we'll get to how things are going to start looking up for you.
Yes, so many, because again, I had no idea what I was doing. I was learning
as you go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I realized it was so many things that I didn't know, so far as, getting the contractors to do the build out, all the permits that the city required.
And all this is on you.
Yes. Yes, it was a lot. But, God, prayed, put that inspiration wall up there to keep me.
And this is at your store, right? Because
yes.
I've seen,
Yes.
So that's why you have that up
That's why I have that up there. It was like, okay, God, I know you didn't bring me this far to have me fail. I just stood on that. So I can do all things through Christ.
That strengthens me.
Yes, that's where that came from. And I'm going to tell you, one day because it was not what I expected. People were not coming in. And God led to the...
Wait a minute, Miss Janet. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that during the time you had the trailer and people saw you, there was like no traffic coming into your store?
No traffic coming in the store. I couldn't believe it.
Really?
Yes.
So what was going on? You say, I guess you look at me like, Kevin, you tell me.
Yeah, because I didn't know. I was shocked. I started out with the manager and 2 team members, and I had to let them all go because.
So you had a staff.
Yes.
But no traffic.
No traffic. And everything I did, nothing brought the traffic in.
So what were some of the things that you did?
We passed out flyers.
Like physical flyers, right? Okay.
Put it on people's windshields in the parking lot.
This is a learning moment. Stop right there. I used to do that when I first started my business, Team Vision. It was a marketing business. And the challenge for me, Miss Janet, is that I did not want to change. I felt like doing old school marketing, even though it was obvious that we was about to come into a technology world, right? I used to do the same thing. I would put flyers on people's cars, especially when there was like an event going on downtown, Little Rock, Arkansas. This is in Little Rock. And it would be me, my daughter, and my two nieces. And I had like 5,000 flyers, right? And so I get them maybe 200 a piece, and I have, 200 or 300. And I would put those flyers out on people's cars. And we'll just kind of hang around, right? Because I want to see what my return on investment would be. We would go back, Miss Janice, out of maybe 300 flyers that we put on people's cars, 100 was on the ground.
I believe it.
So I said, okay, Kevin, this not working. So passing out the flyers, it didn't work. What else did you do that was like old school?
We did. I joined Instagram and TikTok because I never had those.
Okay, so you had a little social media presence.
Did a little social media.
Did you ever have a website?
Never had a website.
So why you didn't have a website?
I just didn't think I needed a website.
Okay.
I thought Facebook would be.
You thought Facebook was your website? I mean, hey.
And I had set up my Google account.
Okay,
also.
so you had to Google my business, but okay. But we're going to get to that. Yeah, we're going to get to that.
You just don't know, right?
Because now we're going through the challenges, right?
Because I did what I knew to do.
And that's what I was sharing with someone. I said, she's been operating on just what she knew, right?
Right.
And so Miss Janet, how long did this go on? And then did you ever even make a profit at your location, or
we made a profit
out of how many months?
We've been there, like I said, since October of 2023.
Okay.
And the first time we made a profit was March of this year.
Really? So you've been in the red?
Yes.
It's still going.
Still going. I was at the end of my rope though, and I prayed. I've just been praying. I don't know what. And I some people
okay.
I share.
Right, but then
I don't share with everybody.
Right. So now you send out prayer warriors.
Well,
no, hold on. This is what I'm getting to. You send out prayer warriors, and someone happened to walk into your store, and what happened?
You talking about Camille?
Yes.
Yes. She's a person that I feel comfortable talking to.
Okay.
About what's really going on.
Okay.
I don't tell my business to everybody.
Right.
So I shared that with her.
Okay. And Camille Wright. Shout out to Camille Wright.
Yes.
Backstory about this. You don't know this. Camille and I have been knowing each other over 10 years. And we met for the first time 2 years ago. 3 years ago when we finally moved to Dallas. We met for the first time.
Oh, wow.
All that time we just been, I've been, working with her off and on with different projects, or we would do a business venture together, but never met each other all that time. And so shout out to Camille Wright.
Yes.
But yes, finish telling that story.
Yes. Well, like I said, she came in the store because she's always been supportive. And the way I met her is because she hired my trailer one time for her block party in her neighborhood.
And she's big on doing stuff for the community too.
Yes.
Oh,
that's how we met.
She's huge.
And I saw her at an event. Hadn't seen her since the event, and then I saw her, and she was like, "Hey, Janet." She remembered my name and everything. So we kind of reconnected, and so she's been supportive. She's been to the store a couple of times. So when I shared that with her, she brought your name up, and bam, here we are.
So when she brought my name up, like, what's going through your...
She just said, just call him and see, just talk to him. and just see if it's anything he could do. Just talk to him.
All right, and so
Oh,
that's
she called you. She actually
right. She
called you,
sure
right?
did.
She
Yeah, yeah.
sure
And I
did.
said, so I said, Camille, let me speak to her.
Yeah,
And so we
yeah.
talked on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
and I said we first probably just need to do like a strategy session, right? And I sent you
Right,
the link,
right,
and so we oh no, we were supposed to meet on Zoom, but something in
right,
my spirit
right,
said,
right.
Kevin, you probably need to meet her in person at her location. So I came to your location, right? And talk about that. So I'm at the location. I didn't even, Miss Janet, first of all, I didn't even, at this moment being recorded, you're 63 years young,
5.
65 years young. So I'm thinking I'm going to meet with someone, like 50 or under, right? I
Mm.
come into this storefront and I see the setup. I'm like, man, I've never seen a concept like this. And then there you are, and I'm like, she's not a millennial. Could be a Gen Xer, but I'm not sure. And when you told me you were 65 years young, I'm saying, who does this at this age?
Mm.
To me, you're the black version of Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders, when he had retired and he got that first Social Security check, he said, "Oh no, this ain't gonna work." And so he goes and figure out what's in the family that he could use to create a legacy. And of course, there was the chicken recipe. And do
Mm-hmm.
you know he went to 1,000 people about that recipe, and everybody told him no, and it was
Mm.
1,001 that he got a yes. And of course, the
Wow.
rest
The
is
rest,
history for his family.
yes,
Yeah. And so
yes.
when you told me that, I said, she's a black version of Colonel Sanders. Like, I'm retirement is cool, and retirement from the Postal Service is cool, but I need legacy.
Exactly. And the last cohort I took, I was the oldest person in the class. And I made mention of that. Man, I wish I hadn't thought of this when I got so old. And somebody else told me that story about Colonel Sanders.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're never too old.
And so
So
we meeting that day, and I said, Miss Janet, we can do these, we can roll it out in phases, and you can just, do a monthly payment to me.
mm,
And you said, Kevin, these are your words, Kevin, I don't have time to do monthly payments. You said my credit is excellent, and I just got a loan, and someone just pay you all at once. And I said, let's get started. And so when you made that investment all at once, Miss Janet, like, were you a little bit nervous about that? You didn't know what to expect from me, or you just, that's just part of your faith.
well, I prayed about it.
Okay.
I made a second call to Camille. I'm like, how well do you know this person? Have you worked with him before?
Right,
You know.
right. No, I get it.
But yeah, I have read because you had already sent the information over for
Mhm,
me,
mhm.
and I was impressed that you had done so much research on me. You
Mhm.
knew stuff already. I'm like, okay, he's done his research. I like that.
Mhm.
And, it just felt right, you know, and I just let God kind of guide me. It just felt right.
Mm.
And I haven't had any type of second thoughts or regrets or anything like that.
You remember what I said to you? I said, I don't have a mother anymore, so I'm taking you in as my mom, and
You
I'm
said
gonna
that.
do for you like I would do for her.
Mm. Mm.
And so I just
Mm.
to see what you do, Miss Janet, is, to me, is amazing. And so I would never give you 100%. I'm gonna always give you 150%,
Thank
because you are an inspiration to, when people watch this and they understand your true story. You are an inspiration to the world. Um, I didn't even know that you're the only black owned snow cone shop in Mesquite, Texas.
Yeah.
Open year round. That's not even heard of. How does someone do that? And I mean, now again, when people watch this podcast, wherever you are, if you ever come to Texas, it is a must to stop in at Snow Cone City in Mesquite, Texas, because you're not going to get a snow cone. You're going to get an experience. And that's been the whole thing for you. And so now, what are some of the things that you're doing now, working with us, Miss Janet, to let people know that this is an experience? This is just not coming to get a snow cone.
Right. Well, I made a few changes that I can already see results. Just something as simple as my cup display. Who would have thought, something as simple as showcasing my larger cups instead of the smaller ones. And, they tend to buy the bigger cups, and adding more color. And the kids, when they come in, it's so excited about the small chairs.
Miss Janet, Sunday, so you had put that smaller chair and the smaller table and chairs out, and a parent and her daughter. You would have thought they were sitting in VIP. I mean, like, they loved it.
So it's just amazing.
What made you be so different? Because tradition says snow cone is from a snow cone stand, right? And typically the snow cone stand is open springtime through the summertime. And they are providing you only get what, 2 flavors when you at a snow cone stand. Like your max is like 2 flavors, right? But you're defying what is the norm, and you're doing things that is not normal. They come in, they purchase either your souvenir cup or your 20 ounce. That's just for the snow cone, or they purchase your specialty drinks, which is typically the 32 ounce that they purchase. And then but let's go back to the snow cone. You just put the ice in it, right?
Right.
And then we can go to any of those stands for the flavors that we want.
Correct.
What made you do that?
Just giving the guests a choice. They like to mix their own flavors. We did that when we had the trailer, just to make the line move quicker. And
man, that's smart, Miss Janet.
Right.
Versus holding up everybody. Okay, so what flavor do you want?
Exactly.
So you're moving the line all the time. I didn't even realize that.
Right. That's why we did it. And we just brought that same concept to the store. When we had 2 flavor stations, it was at the trailer.
And now
we have 6 plus the carousel for the kids.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So that was the whole concept. It's just to move the traffic as they're coming in, placing the order.
Right.
So, and there's no limit of how many flavors they can get.
No limit. We just ask you not to overflow your cup.
Right. So it's not spilling onto the floor and stuff.
Exactly.
How are you able to maximize from that if they just get their own flavors? Like, how are you able to not lose revenue in that area?
Well, I started making my own syrup.
So you're gonna cut out the middleman.
Yes.
God.
So instead of paying $13 to $15 per gallon, now I pay maybe $5. So
shut the front door.
To make it myself, yeah.
I did not know that.
And that's including the sugar and the flavor. So yeah. So it's a little bit more work, but
And so not only you the only Black-owned snow cone store in Mesquite, Texas, I want to say, and you tell me if I'm wrong, you're the only snow cone business left, right?
We are. And
Really?
in Mesquite, there's one in Sunnyvale.
We talking about Mesquite, Texas.
Well, it's like right on the corner.
No,
Okay, well.
I mean, unless Mesquite inherits Sunnyvale, right? And that's Sunnyvale Mesquite, but until that happens.
Yeah. We are.
And the one in Sunnyvale, is it a store or is it just a stand?
It's a Bahama Bucks.
That don't count. No.
Oh, okay.
No. that we talking about family owned and operated.
Well, yeah.
So you win in all the areas.
Right.
Yeah.
But actually 3 of them closed down this year.
Really? And so you have, this is like when I say God got you, he got you, Miss Janet, because that's not, I mean, I know you at some point things were about to possibly come to an end to you, but yet you still, had the faith, to say, okay, let's see one more thing can happen. And I mean, now working with us with, turning the business around, but you outlast a lot of these businesses.
Right. And that's why I decided to do something different. Because when those businesses closed down, I thought, oh, well, surely we're going to be okay. But I still wasn't getting the revenue that I wanted to get. So we still needed to do something else to, boost our revenue.
So what's the experience that you, so let me ask you this before I ask this question. Is your snow cone business, who is the focus? Is it adults? Is it kids?
We're focusing more on the children.
Tell me why.
Because Wendy suggested it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I mean, but you know what? Now, here's what I love about you. You give credit where credit is due. So initially, you were just kind of whoever came in. Then.
Well, I mean, I was kind of half in, half out, because I had things that catered to the children.
Right.
But I also had the adult art. I had my crochet items.
Right. Now, these are the things you had before Wendy came in and kind of, had that coaching session with you, right?
Exactly.
So what did she say to you?
She was just saying we need to focus entirely on the children and make it the whole store. She said, because right now it's like the kids go over here and the adults go over here. She just told me to make the entire store be one theme rather than splitting it up like that.
Wow.
And
And you see the difference in that?
Yes. I mean, the kids would always get excited about the butterflies and the balloons, but now they have more to get excited about.
Like having a seat?
But they're having a seat that they can sit in, and the art we put on the other wall. Just the colors. So, yeah.
Now, tell us about this logo. I want to hear the story about this logo. Because, you and I have been... You sent me a text. I said, okay. So tell me about the logo. Why is that logo very, very
just because,
special?
And I know, Wendy already told me I needed to get my feelings out of it because I actually shed a tear about the art because my grandson did the artwork.
I know, yeah. But you gave that up.
But I gave it up.
Yeah.
And then
but you weren't gonna let the wall of fake come down though.
Right, I couldn't.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But the logo is the 5 of us designed it.
Okay.
And this a part of it that, when we finish it, and then Clarence looked at it and he was like, well, no, you need to do this, and we did it.
Okay.
So he's all in there too.
That's
so
cool.
we all designed it. And I told Caleb, he didn't back me up. He was like, well, yeah. And then as soon as you
Who
left,
is Caleb, your grandson?
my grandson. As soon as you left, he was like, JJ, please don't change it. I said, why didn't you say that to Kevin? Why didn't you tell him that? But yeah, I just couldn't do it.
That's okay. I mean, we still gonna work with it. I mean, it's a great logo. And I'm just gonna, when I say enhance it, like put more colors of the color and that's already there, but just added more depth to it. So when we're using it for marketing material stuff like that, it doesn't pixelate or look like it's coming apart. That type of thing. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, no, we good on the logo. We good on the logo.
Thank you.
Now,
Kevin.
Hey, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Now, what type of vibe do you want the adults to experience?
I want them to feel comfortable bringing their children there,
Mm-hmm.
knowing it's a nice, clean, safe
And it is.
place
Yeah, it is.
that where their kids can come and enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But what
I
do you
have a
want
lot
from
of
the
couples.
for the adults though? Like, what? Let's just say they are just themselves. They have no kids. What's the experience you want them to have?
Just come and get a great snow cone.
And by the way, this shout out to you, Miss Shannon. Snow cones are. I want to say the snow cones are of the devil, but it ain't of the devil. It's they're so good that like you know how you just kind of like, and then you just keep digging into before you done dug out of the cup. Yeah, it's just that good.
Yeah.
So,
and that's when I saw you and Wendy being playful. We have several couples that come in all the time.
Really? So it's almost like date night for them.
Yes. I said it's good date.
Yeah. So they probably get like your mocktail snow cones, without the alcohol.
Right.
So by the way, don't come to Snow Cone City thinking you're gonna get an adult beverage. That's not what's the concept of Snow Cone City. But what I didn't know is that you also sell water in the event that we have like that cold freeze, right? I didn't know that. So yeah. So it's not so you provide snow cones, and like tell us some of the different things you do with the snow cones. Like,
we add toppings.
What kind of toppings?
We have sweet cream. We have sweet cream. We can make it sour. We add a sour spritz. We had a tahini spice that a lot of people like. We had chamoy sauce. We have fillings. We can put ice cream inside.
Really?
We can put piccadilly inside, which is chopped up pickles.
Wow.
We have different flavors of the pickles we can add in there.
Okay. So, yeah. And then tell us about the specialty drinks.
We got sweet tea.
Look, that's McAllister's, Chick-fil-A. I'm done with y'all. I'm head over to Snow Cone City. They got sweet tea. I'm done with y'all. Really?
Yeah, we have our mangonada, which is the number one, but we also have.
Now, what's in the mangonada?
The mangonada, we just use mango syrup.
Okay.
And we add that chamoy and that tahini. It's traditional Mexican drink.
Okay.
We add mango chips pieces, and then that's it. And we put a little lime in there too.
Okay. Now, and then you said the
flavor
lemonade. So what is?
We just use lemonade with our shaved ice.
Okay.
And you can put any flavor that you like in there, any one of our syrup flavors.
Okay.
And the tea, the same thing. And then you can mix it together. We call it lemonade tea.
Lemonade tea. Okay. And then you have like bundles too. Like talk to us about the bundles.
With the bundle, if you purchase a bundle, the 20 ounce plus a pickle, you can get that. You save a little bit than if you purchase them separately.
Okay.
And then we also have the 20 ounce with the cotton candy and a ring pop.
Really?
Yes. And the same thing, purchased separately, it would cost a little bit more.
And then you also are implementing a day for first responders and postal employees where they can come in and get a discount too. What made you do that? We
just want to show appreciation for them. They look out for us, protect us. So and it's
deliver that mail.
Hot, yes, and it's so hot. So we just want to show a little appreciation for the people in our community.
Okay, and then you also have what they call happy hour, different times of where it's at a certain time of the day. But what made you implement that? Because
Kevin suggested it.
But you didn't have to implement it. But like, what's the results you got from that? When you did happy hour,
a lot of traffic, overwhelming traffic.
You ran out of some cups or something, didn't you?
Oh, we sold out of the 24 ounce, souvenir cups. Yes, we did.
Yeah. And
So
this is without any what I'm going to be doing for you, right? This is just like minor tweaks. Am I
yeah,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah.
Wow. And
Yes,
so
wow.
uh you were sharing with me on a normal Saturday, there would be like, you know, it could be close to, doing pretty good in the store, or it's like breaking even. But when we implemented that happy hour,
Yeah.
that was like you had double
Double,
digits. Yeah,
yes. We
that was
double what we normally would do on a
really
Saturday. Yes.
all because of happy hour.
That's the only
Yeah,
thing we did different.
I know.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's the legacy,
Mm.
Miss Janet, that you want to leave for the family and the community?
Mm. Um, for the family, I just wanted the kids to have something. I want them to learn the business, learn how to run a business, learn the back end, what with the bookkeeping. I want them to just
Just have that
know it
knowledge
in and out.
about, yeah.
Exactly. And just be, entrepreneurs themselves
Mm-hmm.
and not have to work for someone else.
Give them that
Um,
choice.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What type of impact do you want to leave for your community?
I just want them to, when they think of us, that they put a smile on their face. That was a good, happy place. And
Inspiration.
yes, yes, yes.
When someone walks into your business, like out of 10 people, how many ask you the question about the wall of inspiration?
Probably like 90%.
Really?
Yes, yes,
Wow.
they do.
And what's been some of the like
They just,
feedback that, or can you remember one person who said something that almost gave you chills?
I remember this was time the lady came in the store alone
Mm-hmm.
and she saw the wall and she said, my husband has got to see this. So she ran back outside and got him, honey, you got to come. And so look at her wall when he came in. Look at her wall. She was showing it to him and he was reading a few of the scriptures and he said, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. He said, I recognize your faith. That's a beautiful thing. I had one man give me a sticker one time.
Really?
Said, I love your energy.
Wow.
So yeah, people usually just make comments in passing. I see you're a Christian. That's wonderful. That's a good thing. So yeah, I get a lot of feedback on it.
Mm-mm-mm. So for people that are going to be watching this interview with you, and especially people who have retired or maybe retiring and they're in their late 50s, early, mid 60s, what do you say to those people?
Hey, if you have a dream, just go for it. It's never too late. If you're physically able and you have the mind to do it, just ask God to guide you.
Mm. Mm, mm, mm. So basically, there's no room for excuses, huh?
No, not at all. Not at all. Sometimes I heard I have arthritis in different parts of my body.
I can't. Well, you know what? You deal with it good, because that Sunday that we were out there working with you, and you were putting the kids' table and chairs together, and you was like literally on the floor, and then bounced right up. I'm like, okay, Miss Jen, I got you. I'm like, okay, all right, okay. Is she 43 or 65? Like, which one? I'm confused. Okay. All right. So anybody around the world that wants to not get a snow cone, but they want to have an experience, you got to go to Snow Cone City in Mesquite, Texas. And when I say Miss Janet is reinvesting in her business, she's definitely doing that. You finna see a lot of cool things start rolling out with the things that we're gonna be doing for her business. But overall, just come out, get that experience. If you're married, go on a couple's date to Snow Cone City, Mesquite. If you have kids, come out, bring your kids, and just have that experience at Snow Cone City. If you're someone that is, life is lifing, right? It's not like a good snow cone. It's not like a good snow cone. Like you can get away for that moment. And who knows? There may be something on that wall that activates you and give you that inspiration, give you that motivation to create the application so you can do what God has given you to do. And so this is another episode of Catch the Vision. Miss Janet Marsh with Snow Cone City, Mesquite, Texas. And as always, catch the vision. Catch the vision. Catch the vision.